What's going on, guys? It is Tony from Loma Paintball. Today I'm here with Kenny from the Paintball Museum World Cup 2023, and let's take a look back in time. Let's walk on in, Kenny.
All right.
So how did this kind of get started? When did this start?
Well, paintball obviously started in '81, and we started collecting probably in the late '80s, and then we just keep going. We collect all the old stuff, and we get up all the way into the space guns.
So I see some, what, PGPs and Sheridans?
First gun ever made. This was for forestry. That was pre-paintball, and then it just goes from there. We got PGPs, 12 grams, hold 10 rounds of paintball. Then you got the KP rifles. You have some old Bushmaster pumps at the bottom. We got some Montanil Zs,
VM68s and stuff?
And let's see here, Vipers and Poseidons.
You got any Mirages around here? That was my first paintball gun ever.
Mirage right there.
That was my first paintball gun I ever owned, was a Mirage.
We got video games, NES, PS. We got the first ever cast War Game Products trigger frame. The first ever milled War Games trigger frame.
Wow.
We've got Tessas, which are off-brands of Spiders. We've got action markers, Sentinels, Datums. We have Sabotages, ACI markers, pump guns, semi-auto. We have T-shirts also signed by Bud Orr, John Colby, Dan Colby. We have protein products. We have all kinds of old air tanks, prototypes of War Game Products ideas, hoppers, old vintage mask, Woodstocker mask. We have all kinds of things. We have barrels from Armson to Flatline. This is one of the first 5 Flatline barrels ever made, the silver one there. We also have patches from Jim Lively. We have Autocockers, Bob Guernsey's autographed Rapide.
Rest in peace.
Yes. We have Autocockers, some of the first ones built in Bud's garage from Satcon Village. We have some off-brand or just different manufacturers of Autocockers. We have the warp feed bodies from Autococker. We have the VF Tacticals. We have the Snatchies Customs, 1 of 5. We have Autococker number 2, cutaway, so that you can see how his guns work. We have double barrel EMAG cockers. So you can get 2 balls at once. We have the original sample of the sniper pump guns. War Game products. And we have all the first 60 Spiders ever manufactured. We have Airgun Designs. We have the Tom K Autococker there from Airgun Designs.
Autococker, yeah.
Yeah, we have all the Brass Eagle early box store markers. And again, the first 60 Spiders in box, never shot before.
That's absolutely insane.
We have the Hammer 3, which was never released. It was in advertisements. It never came out, but here it is, in the flesh. And then the laser tag Tipmans. We have all the tactical Tipmans. We have every Tipman from 1986 all the way to 2012 on display, along with stickers, patches. Up in the top, we have all kinds of vintage jerseys. We have the prototype for Tiger Stripe up there. War Game Products. We have it all. We have Bulletproof, 1 of 1, a National Paintball Gun Supply gun prototype. We have movie props. This was a October Fraction series out of Canada. That was a Warlock Slayer. Bill has the original first tools.
The reamer and the drill bit, and this here was used to make the pump grips for snipers. These are what Bud used to make all of his first guns. These are
those are the actual tools.
Bud Orr, the man of the Autococker.
Yeah. And then we have all some of the early World Cups, the Masters tournaments, and some of the information about that. We have an aero gun, compound bow, and a rocket launcher. Also reusable grenades. We have the Marcus Davis hand engraved Autocockers, and we have the new Tiger Stripe jerseys. That's what we got going on here.
Impressive collection, Kenny.
Yep, the very first one.
And then we've got the Paintball News from 1996 and 1997.
All of them.
In hardcover. So that's all the magazines that Renee ever made.
Yep.
Wow.
This is what we're at here.
Wow. So before we close this out, that's a lot of history right there, bringing me back some nostalgia. So a lot of people want to know, truly, when was the first game of paintball ever played? Do you know? And in what state?
1981, New Hampshire, June.
He already knew. He already knew. Of course, it's the Paintball Museum.
The game
You
of
guys,
12.
you can't buy this stuff at lomopaintball.com, but if you want more modern current, you do shop. Hit him with the Kenny. Lomopaintball.
LomoPaintball.com.